Hi, my name is Milan from Super Chess and Life. Today I want to look at how do we figure out how to get to the results and maybe also some streaming of the Budapest 2024 FIDE Chess Olympiad. So let's get going. I'm going to try and look at this as if we're trying to find it for the very first time. So I'm going to type in FIDE Chess Olympiads in the search. I'm going to go to all maybe and starts the search. So Google is our friend. On the right hand side, that's just for interest's sake. So it's held from the 10th of September 2024 to Monday 23rd September 2024, which is now. There's the looks like International Chess Federation. It looks like a FIDE page. But I know that I might not go here for my results. There's some news on Twitter. So yes, these things can become complicated to find the results. The one I'm looking for is actually, I know chessresults.com. So that's the one I'm looking for. And yes, on the FIDE website, they may show as well. But I know from an arbiter's point of view, this is where you want to be on a chess results. Okay, so you might type in FIDE Chess Olympiad 2024. Let's type in results. Let's see if we get a better result. And there we go, that's chessresults.com. And I'm going to open that up. And at the top, I can see there's the open. That's for, well, that's the open section. There's the women's section. And here in the overview for Federation, you can go to the one that's relevant to you. Now, for me, I'm in South Africa, so I'm going to look for RSA. I'm just going to open up RSA. And now these links are start being very useful to save up for yourself if you want to repeat and go back to them. Because the RSA, I'm going to scroll down. What do we see here? So here I can see there's the South African male team mostly. So there's Daniel Barish, Jan Karsten, International Master, Levi, Caleb Levitan, Panela Mango, Daniel Cordery. I can see Panela had a bye in the first round. And yes, this is definitely where you want to be. Scroll down a bit. I might say it's not that useful initially. That's a little bit, let's say, random. But really often we want to be here. We can see it's round 1 was at 3 p.m. Okay, so that's also good to see the time. So yes, you have to just make sure you don't miss any action because the 3 p.m. here might be in different time zones. So the first round was against St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the second round can be against Cuba. Much tougher opposition. I can see Cuba is board 35, which is often your rating, and they're fielding a full set of grandmasters. For the South Africans, I expect it to be for them very, very good test, and they will hopefully be very excited to test themselves against grandmasters, especially youngsters like Caleb and Jan. You know, they want to see how high they can go. While Daniel Benelli has been around the block a little bit more older and experienced, they probably know where they set their aims to be, or where they want to be in the chess environment. Hoping Jan and Caleb, they go up to GMs. Okay, so that's that official board. Of course, we're interested in the females as well, so I'm just going to go women as well. And same thing here, we go to your country of choice, RSA. I'm also curious to see who's in the team, because you don't always see who had the bye. So you always see who's contending. So there's JC February, very young, but has been around the block. Very experienced. Chloe as well, very young, but I think she's also building up a lot of experience. And then also very experienced, just a little bit of a pity that they don't have titles, you know. So Robin Clausen, playing under her, I want to say new surname, Clausen. Hailey now. I don't know all the players. I know Davido Strong, also young, up and coming. I still want to face that. They're very, very tough opposition in the first round. I want to almost say crazy opposition, playing against the fourth rated Chinese team. What's interesting here is that they've got three, in my mind, full international masters, not women international masters, international masters, and then also a women grandmaster. So really, really tough opposition, and hopefully they enjoyed it to later on see how they can grow their chess as well. And the second round going to be better opposition. Really, they're hoping to pull this one through. I expect, as Pakistan the rating is 134. For the men, just going to go back quickly. For the men, I'm just curious. Oh, this one actually popped up now for all the countries, but I'm going to go anyway to RSA. And I'm just curious to see. Oh, that's the women again. Sorry about that. Go back to the open. But yes, you have to get used to this and save these links for yourself. Leave on comments, and if you leave comments, I'll try and put in links for you as well if you're struggling with the links. So Cuba, I can see rated 35. South Africa being 79th. I mean, this is going to be tough. Real tough opposition. Okay, now what's next? So these are the results, probably the best place to find the results. I want to probably go to also here on the open. I might go to something that's of use. And where do you want to go? Maybe starting rank, list of players. And want to go there, team starting rank. And we want to see the list of the way the ranking cross table after round one, maybe. So again, you have to figure things out a little bit to see what's going on. A lot still need to happen. So you can probably not say too much from this one. But yes, India, China, Netherlands, already Hungary, Poland. You see the top teams here already. Also, you might follow teams like the Sweden, or the countries, Norway, countries you might be very curious to see how they go up the ladder. But for now, it's still not much to say, except now with Swiss rankings, you'll see very interesting breaks, how the top will half, and then you'll see another halving of the field, and really the teams ending up where they hopefully should be. A lot of rounds, so that's great. It will really give them an opportunity to show their strength. Now, the next thing I want to look at is to try and figure out is that's going to be a tough one, is where do we find the streaming? And I can already guess, we can already guess where it's going to show. But FIDE Chess Olympiads, we want to see, I might want to say streaming. Let's say streaming. So some of you might be interested in streaming. Often, yes, with Chess24, that's good site. Chess-based India, that's good site. FIDE itself is a good site, and you can see most of them kicking up YouTube channels. So that's the live streaming. Also, if I scroll down a bit, I can see the platforms of chess will be like chess.com, things like Lichess I'm looking for. But really at this stage, I can see with chess.com, that's probably the one of the strongest base to show us live streaming. So I'm going to open that up. Okay, this is going to open up hopefully in my own login details. So I'm just going to minimize a couple of things. So yes, I'm active on chess.com in Team South Africa. So if you want to join, want to find some matches, please come look under social clubs. You'll definitely find Team South Africa there, one of the larger clubs. So find the club. Please go under your country, find the clubs where you find fellow chess friends. But yes, with the clubs in South Africa, Team South Africa is definitely one of the larger ones, 13,000 members. but we're not looking for that now. We try to figure out, if you log in, how to get to these extra features. Now, I'm on a laptop as well, not on a device, so it might make it a bit easier. And yes, on this one, if I go, let's say go to home on chess.com, I'm looking at it as if we're looking for the first time, and it will probably be under things like news, watching. So there's a watch channel, watch events. Great, that's going to be probably hopefully what we want to do, watch events. It's quite a large event, so surely we should find it quite easily. Here it's saying Olympiad, so it's trying to help with the time zones as well. So it's saying the limit, the biggest event in chess. Yes, it is. Every second year, it will be the biggest event in chess. As they're saying today at 9 a.m., I suppose that's Eastern time, 15:03 Central Eastern time. So you just have to make sure you're not missing it. What's great about chess.com, they realize that we're working on different time zones. So they're saying it's starting in 4 hours time for me, East Africa. That will be 11 a.m., 12, 13, 14, 15. So fortunately for South Africa, we're in the same time zone as advertised at 3 p.m. because that's the next round. I want you to look at the interface that they're showing. So definitely I'm going to click on the event, even though it's only starting 4 hours. Looks nice and clean. They've also very experienced with this, so they know how to show these things, and hopefully they make it better every 2 years. Let's say I'm interested in the open section. At the top, I can see there's games. Let's look at the results. For now, there's no games going on. Okay, so games, results. There's the standings. It looks nice and clean. I don't have a problem with this. There's Zimbabwe, Egypt. Of course, I'm a bit biased to the African teams. But there we go. So on the right-hand side, even I can probably click on standings. With the interfaces, it might be a bit confusing initially, but yes, you want to get used to that. Games even. Sometimes I struggle with these, the interfaces. There's the rounds. You want to maybe search. I'm going to look for Jan Karsten, if I can find it that way. But this is all about interfaces. So I can see it's sorting by not a person. So I'm going to type in South Africa. And yes, there's going to be a bit of a learning curve. If I scroll down a bit, even here, I see it's just not kicking out, which is a pity. If I scroll down a bit, even here, I might find it, but the interface on the right-hand side, often in chess.com, they're working with shortcuts here. So maybe I'm a bit more lucky on the left-hand side. So results, for now, we're not looking at the live feeds. So results, I'm on the men's side, standings. Maybe I'm going to say Control F, finding South Africa. Maybe I'm going to be lucky. There, actually on the right hand side, I found South Africa. If I click on that, open it up, I'm hoping to find the players. So there's the one player for Jan Karsten. Let's open that up, or try to open it up. To click on it, so Jan 1. Accuracy, very accurate. We can go analysis. So that's the great thing about these platforms. You can do quite a lot on the platform. So I'm going to go to the first move. So Jan would have been, I think, white. Openings, starting opening. That's really nice. So King's Pawn. So it's basically giving us a rundown. That's very interesting to me. I at some stage played Alekhine's defense. So I suppose Janko would have been surprised. At this level, I don't think they're surprised at all. They analyze the players they're playing against. They know, pretty much know what they're up to. But to me, that's very interesting. I used to play this defense online quite a bit. Okay, so running, interesting. Also to see what type of playing they're playing. If I'm sure Jan would have analyzed these games, knowing exactly what he's going to play. These guys' retention is just amazing. The way they play and the accuracy they play with. You can see already here the development looks better. With me, I found Alekhine's putting me on the back foot. Okay, protecting his bishop. I hope I would have done the same thing. It's, I think, nice and aggressive. Also there, I think, not really. Oh yes, what you want to typically Alekhine defense, you want to move your knight across. I remember that now. So you got that into that position. Two bishops together, nice and strong, solid. So that's what I like about Alekhine's defense. But on white side, very open, a lot of space on his side. Can't see having any problems whatsoever. Still developing. Very open play. That's very interesting. On white side, but I suppose this stage, he's open. He feels safe. Very strong player. Really, Jan, I hope you're going to be our next GM. Please, you need to keep on enjoying chess. I've heard some interviews with you. You're still enjoying it, which is great. So you, for me as a supporter, and you as a youngster, although you miles older than me in chess, I want you to enjoy your chess. You need to enjoy your chess because then you're going to invest time in it and you're going to just become stronger and stronger. And you're still young, which is great. So you have time. If you're older and you're working, you're going to have less time. So really you want to invest a lot of time in your chess. Like you can see, it's not all the accurate plays, and in white just looks safe. Okay, not really what today is about. There's great streamers out there, and please go support them. I know, for example, that Dr. Boa and Calvin Klaassen, I think FIDE Master Calvin Klaassen's Africans, please support them. They really go through a lot of effort to keep it live for us. Okay, so schedule round 2 still starting, so I'm looking forward to that. Maybe I'll pop in looking at some of the games. On the left hand side as well, it's a bit of difference. So on the left hand side, I probably want to also look for games. So I'm going to say, well, there's only one round, and maybe I can search for my favorite players. I'm not sure if it's going to allow me. Do I have to press enter? I'll try and press enter, or I'll press the search button. It didn't really work, so let's try just on surname. So when I typed in Carsten, actually did work. So try not to type in on the name. I just want to try one more time. If I type in Jan, it didn't really work. Maybe it did work with these people with the name Jan, but it's a more common name than Carsten is a common surname, apparently. Okay, so there we can go to the other South Africans as well. I just want to see what's the interface here. The interface now, very similar. Analysis at some stage, depending on what you have, what subscription you have, you might be able to get different types of analysis. You have access to different type of analysis. With this one, if I go analysis, what I sometimes like, here we go, feedback. That's so cute. Well, I do want feedback. Analysis. I like feedback because sometimes you get commentary, running commentary almost. Where's the feedback? Let's go back. Let's see if we get proper feedback. King's opening. Yeah, not really what I'm after. I actually know what I'm after. You can sometimes get running commentary with this, but please go play around. Settings. What else? Analysis. Let's switch off engine lines and let's stabilization bar. And we're just working on the feedback. Let's go to the first one. Okay, you can see I still want to play around quite a lot as well here. And live was, oh, and the left side quite nice about the time as well. You can see how long it took the game. I think it was relatively a quick game. Okay, so chess.com, it's a very nice place to go look. So what you want to get out of this is please support your teams. Chessresults.com, that's the place you want to be to search for this. It's called 45th Chess Olympiad Budapest for either Open or for the women, so that's the name. It's loaded under, I think, actually England, which is very interesting. Might be to do with about the arbiters. Please go look for that. Please find things like chess.com or chess24, those sites. Please leave a lot of comments, and I hope you enjoy this. I hope your teams do really, really well. Okay, wrapping up, there's the schedule, so don't be surprised if you have a race day and don't find anything on your local team.